Hello everybody, happy Friday to you. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the closet. Today, I'm getting ready for a little event, going to an in-store event, very excited, and I need to get ready with you, and I thought we would get ready together while playing with some very new, very exciting launches. Some that I have been meaning to test out for a long time, and others that I have been secretly putting to the test, and I'm very excited to say that a portion of this video is sponsored by Makeup Forever for their beautiful new Ultra HD Matte Setting Powder. This is the complement to my beloved Ultra HD Self Setting Concealer, and I can't wait to show it to you guys in action. So Makeup Forever, thank you so much for this. Very, very excited and very happy to have my hands on this beautiful powder. We'll be dabbling with some very exciting new launches today, getting a good little natural glam going on. And if you like these Get Ready With Me videos, and if you would like me to continue testing new makeup, please do give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. And if there are any other products that you want to see me use and test and review here on my channel, please let me know in the comments down below. My friends, without further ado, let us dive in. For the base, I'm actually not going to be testing out a new base product, foundation or tinted moisturizer today. I'm still just going to be using my beloved Glowish Skin Tint. I have this one in the shade 02 Fair Light. This is just such a great base, especially because we're going to be going in with some specific concealing and powdering. I just want to have something really light on the base. I've not even been using a primer with this. I've just been going right in. It's super dewy, super glowy, and I love to apply this with my beauty blender. So I'm just gonna spot this all around. I also already did my brows for time's sake. Can you just see how glowy and wet this is? Like, it's such a glorious base, especially when we're going in with some more like natural matte concealing and powder after. It's just such a beautiful base to have underneath products like that. So for the concealer, my beautiful Makeup Forever Ultra HD Self-Setting Concealer, I've gone back to using the two shades. I have the shade 25 and the shade 30, and I've been going back to a little mixing of this. This shade 25 is a lot more pink in tone, so I'm kind of just using that underneath my eyes to really offset those dark circles. And then because it is a lighter shade, I'm just putting that like right into the center of my face. And then I'm going in with shade 30 to conceal the rest. And this one has a much more like neutral, more yellow undertone, which I think actually goes best with my particular skin tone. And so I'm gonna use that for the rest of my concealing. And I'm going pretty liberal with this, even though the irony is that I'm about to be putting a mask right over my face, but that's okay because it'll be a really good show for the powder for you guys. I'm gonna do a check-in later today when I get home from my event so you can see how the powder helps to make the makeup last, baby. I'm just taking my beauty blender and blending that concealer in. I always start with my under eyes and then I go throughout the rest of my face. Love the combo of the two colors of concealer. I think it makes like the most subtle difference, but still such a difference just in the difference of tones on my face. And I just really like the effect. I don't add any concealer onto my eyelids, but I do just go in with the remnant product on the beauty blender and just dot that along. And then just make sure I chisel out all of the pink and veiny patches on my cheeks right here. So before we actually set this base in with powder, there's two new cream products that I want to try today. First of all, the Glossier Solar Paint Bronzers, the cream bronzers. I have two shades of these and I picked them up so long ago. I have been meaning to try these out for such a long time and I'm so sorry that I've kept you waiting. I did pick up the shades Heat and Ray, so I want to see how those work for a lovely little, like it's quite a luminous bronzer, so I feel like that'll be the secondary bronzer that I put on. But first I wanted to start with a contour, and this is a new KVD Vegan Beauty Liquid Gel Contour. I saw these on the New at Sephora page and I was really excited. I think it's a really much more unique cream contour design. It's got a little doe foot applicator like this. I did pick up two shades, medium cool and light medium neutral. And I was swatching on the back of my hands and one just is a little bit more cool tone. So I think I'm gonna start with the medium cool and just see how it applies. I think it's a really cool concept. I usually like to have my products like in a more cream format, like the NARS cream bronzers or the Nude Sticks Bondi Bay like sticks, something like that. This one, like this style, I always get a little bit nervous because it's a little bit easier to mess up, in my opinion anyway, because it is more liquidy, but I was very excited at the prospect of this and wanted to give it a go. I did get a deeper shade, even though you would look at my face and be like, why? are you using the medium shades? But listen, your girl likes a deep contour. I love a very bronzed cheek. So I'm gonna continue doing me and you can continue doing you, okay? That blended out really beautifully. Really, really beautifully. I'm just starting with, you know, the few small dots. I don't want to go too overboard. But I do like this cool tone shade, especially for a contour, because then it's just mimicking the natural shadow of your face. And that is very pretty. It is sinking into the skin. If I start to see like a little bit of a line, I can just go back in with my beauty blender and kind of soften that out. I often bounce back and forth between such things, but this is cool. What do you guys think of this little liquid contour? It makes such a satisfying ASMR sound as you take the wand out. Again, this is medium cool 60. Very, very nice. Let's take some of my chin here. It is so unique. Such a unique formula. I'm gonna take some on the back of my hand and then take the little Katie Jane Hughes number 13 brush and just dip into the product from the back of my hand for my nose contour. I think if I went right in with the wand with this, it would just apply too much product onto my nose. So I'm just gonna take it from the back of my hand. But again, if I haven't already said it enough, I really like this color. Just go over with my beauty sponge. Well, that's a little first look. What do you guys think of the new KVD Gel Liquid Contour? Liquid gel contour. Very natural, very nice and light, and very easy to blend. I still prefer a cream formula, but I'm pleasantly surprised with this liquid formula. Okay, now let's go in with the Glossier Solar Paints. I was a little bit skeptical with this when it comes to my powder bronzers. Usually I like to use something like the Lila B Bronzing Duo, and I like to go over that kind of as a finishing step to my face. When it comes to like shimmery bronzers like this, it's just not my favorite formula to use. I find you have to spend a lot more time like blending it out and being a little bit more delicate with it, you know what I mean? Whereas the powder, I can just go blah, 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 slap it on my face and not think about it, not worry about it. So I was a little bit skeptical. However, we've also been waiting very impatiently for Glossier to come out with some kind of bronzing product over the years. So I was excited that they finally heard the cries of the Glossier fandom. And yeah, I picked up 2 shades. Here they are swatched here. This is Ray and this is Heat. I figured I might like a little mixture of the two, just because one's a little bit lighter and warm, whereas the deeper one's a little bit more on that cool end, which is the end of the bronzing shades that I prefer. So let's go in. I just mixed that on my hand and I'm gonna use the Smith 157. Yeah, this reminds me, like the shades remind me of the Tower 28 cream bronzers, which you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of. I just like to go in with these more shimmering bronzers as kind of a finishing step, even though it's gorgeous and you definitely get that true glow from them. I just prefer this to be towards the end of my makeup routine and not like part of the contour life, if you know what I mean. Definitely added quite a glow, even though we had such an intense glow going on our face to begin with. It's very pretty. Have you tried the Glossier Solar Paints? What have your thoughts been so far? It's probably not something I'd reach for too much. However, on like a very hot summer day, if I just wanted a little something something for the sun-kissed look, this is a really nice option to have. But if I'm doing like my full face of makeup, it wouldn't be my preferred bronzing method. It's also very, very glowy, shimmery almost. It's almost on the edge of shimmer, isn't it? Like I feel like I don't need a highlight on my face now that this is added to the glowish skin tint. We've got a lot of glow going on. What do you guys think? Okay, so next up, we've got some new in from Rose Inc. Rosie Huntington Whiteley recently launched her beauty brand, and I was a little bit hesitant at first. I just wasn't like wowed by the shades. I felt like I had a lot of things in my collection that were already similar to it. However, when I did receive my package in the mail from Sephora, I was actually really pleasantly surprised with the formula of the cream blushes. Sorry, the lip and cheek color, which I also didn't realize at first that it was lip and cheek, which I think is really nice, really versatile and easy to use for the everyday gal. And the formula is very pleasant to the touch. I got 2 shades. I got Ophelia and I also got Dahlia. I think Dahlia is gonna be such a gorgeous shade going into the fall. Today it's still very nice and warm out. It's still very summery, so I am going to reach for the Ophelia shade. I think that just matches the mood of the weather at the moment a lot better. I've swatched the 2 shades here for you. This is Ophelia, this is Dahlia. Very, very pigmented. A really nice, true cream feel. It's not like too liquidy, it's not too wet, and it does feel very, very nice to the touch. I also really like the packaging, especially because it's lip and cheek. It's something that you can take on the go and touch up your lip. It's got a great mirror in the compact, really pretty. I'm overall like really happy with the packaging from Rose Inc. I think she did a really good job. It's very minimal. I'm very curious to see what other products they come out with. Are they gonna come out with a bronzer? Is there gonna be like an eyeshadow palette? I'm always really curious to see how brands do that and what they end up looking like. I think that's gonna be cool. Let's give it a go. I'm actually gonna put some lip liner on first. This is my Victoria Beckham O2 lip definer. Just because I do wanna play with that lip and cheek aspect of these. So I'm just gonna dab that on top. My lips aren't particularly dry at the moment, but it's definitely more of a matte-er finish. It's not very creamy and very glossy. It does have a more subtle, like natural matte finish, which I think will be really nice for the cheeks. Because sometimes if the cheeks are too glowy, I mean, like my cheeks are right now, it can just be a little bit off-putting. I do like it when a cream formula kind of like sets into the skin. I think that's a really nice finish, and I'm getting the sense of that. It's really pigmented as I put it onto my lips. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need to dip back into my beauty blender with this. A little bit goes a long way. It's a lot of color here, which is nice because that just means it's gonna be usable for a lot of skin tones, and you can really pack on that pigment. That's really easy to use, really easy to blend out. I'm just gonna go over top of the lines I've created, just going back over the perimeter of the blush we just applied with my beauty blender, just to make sure that it's still in the spot that we want it. It's a really nice color. Again, I just feel like I have so many cream blushes that I use and love. This wasn't necessarily anything new to me, but the lip and cheek and also the mirror compact is very nice for the gals on the go. So I do like that concept from these. What do you guys think of that shade, Ophelia? Okay, so now let's set this in, guys. Let's go ahead and use the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD Matte Setting Powder. I have the shade 1 Vanilla. This is going to set your makeup. It says set your makeup for 24 hours. I personally like to not leave my makeup on for 24 hours, but it sets your makeup. It has such an intense and beautiful blurring effect, which is so nice, especially when you're setting your makeup underneath your eyes. It's sweat proof, water resistant. It has a shine free matte finish, and it has 6 very versatile shades. Now this is the product component. Here inside you've got a lovely lid that exposes the powder there, and in the package itself, I have another shade here to show you guys. It actually comes with this really cute little velvet pouch, and it does have a velvet poof in it. And I really actually love what they did with this. They made it a point so that you can get right in there underneath your eyes. So if you do like a powder puff, I think that was really brilliant. Instead of just making it a circle, this makes it a lot more usable. I personally like to be a little bit more light with my powder. That's why I like to apply my powder with a brush. So I am gonna go ahead and use my Katie Jane Hughes number 8 brush and just go ahead and dip that in. I'm gonna give it a good swirl. And let's set this makeup, baby. So you can see from the one side that I applied the powder on, you get an instant blurring effect. It takes away the shine, but what I like about this, and as a gal with dry skin, most of the time when I use a powder, I wanna go for something that's not gonna make me like instantly dry up and cake. It's just doing what it needs to do. It's removing that shine, but it's not sucking my moisture away, and it's not taking my like natural glow away. So you're still getting that really nice, like more matte natural finish on the skin, but it's removing the shine and blurring everything out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face. My philosophy with my powdering is I basically like to go where I apply the lighter shade of concealer. Like I go underneath my eyes. I have a lot of pesky pores in this area. I like to make sure this is set and not budging. And then I like to go on my chin, and I'll also go around my mouth because I just don't like this shine right here on my mouth. It's not necessary. I don't want my lipstick to be moving around, and I just like this area in general to be set. And don't forget the eyelids, where I get all this lovely concealer buildup, and just want to make sure that's nice and set in. And that's the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD Matte Setting Powder. You guys, let me know your thoughts. I will absolutely leave a link in the description box down below for you to shop the new powder. And if you guys give it a try, definitely let me know your thoughts on the new powder. So for the eyes, I do want to keep it nice and simple. I'm actually going to use the Vive Hazelnut Eye Wand. Love this very nice cool toned lighter brown, and I'm just gonna do my usual little smudging on the lash line. I have learned this the hard way, where if I am getting ready for an event, if I'm going out in public, I don't like to be testing new makeup looks, especially new eye looks, because for me, it typically does not go as planned. So I just wanna make sure to keep it nice and simple for when I need to look presentable. If I'm just home chilling, filming to myself, I don't mind being a little bit more adventurous, but today I'm gonna do the usual. This is my Refer 02 brush. I'm just using that to lightly blend this into the lash line. Just gonna do a little squeeze of that on the lower lash line too. And then I'm just gonna go over top of that with my MAC Brush Brown liner and just press this right into the lashes. I want a little bit more definition. And I'm just gonna do a little mini wing, just for a little extra lift. I do feel like I'm missing a little bit of warmth, a little bit of bronze, so I am gonna go in with my Benefit Hula Glow. And first I'm gonna take an eyeshadow brush, nice and fluffy, and just run that through the crease. Make the eye look, I don't know if it looks more complete to you, but it makes me feel like it's a little bit more complete. I'm just gonna run this along. And then I'm just gonna take my big Refer Fluffy 05 brush, and I'm just gonna do a little dusting of this around the face, just to add a little bit more bronze. Like I said, I do like to finish with a nice light glowing bronzer like this, just to finish off the face and kind of fuse everything together. I'm not gonna forget this time. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Benefit, the Professional Spray, and just use this to set in all the makeup before I apply mascara. I often forget to do this before mascara, but I'm not forgetting today. Okay, and then to finish off the look, I'm gonna use some of my Bite Upswing mascara. Apply this very liberally onto my eyes. All right, friends, and this is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think of the finished look and the products I used today. I'm going to go ahead and finish getting ready. I'm gonna head to the event, and then I will do a check-in later to see how this makeup wore throughout the day and to see how it holds up against the mask. That's why I'm not playing with any bold lips today, guys, because I know she gonna be gone. But let me know your thoughts. It's 10:30 now. I'll check back in with you later this afternoon, guys. I'll see you in a bit. Hello, friends. It is 7:04 p.m. It's been 8.5 hours since I've had this on my face, and I've just got to say that I think my makeup is looking amazing. I was in a mask probably like 4 out of those 8.5 hours today, in and out of a mask. I had a little line. You could see a line here from where I'm like pulling my mask off. But otherwise, I didn't do any touch-ups. I didn't touch up the powder. Like, the state of my face has been completely untouched other than the mask touching it. So I'm really, really impressed with how everything wore. Like, even that eyeshadow, I was like, damn. I really set in the eyes with the Makeup Forever powder, and it's like pretty damn incredible. So I would go as far as to say that this makeup today was pretty freaking mask proof, you guys. I'm really, really happy with how it wore throughout the day. And this is my final little check-in, because these days your girl's bedtime is 9 p.m. So let me know what you guys think of the new products, some new, some old products that I used today, and let me know how you think it wore throughout the day. Good 8.5 hours, good little test. And do you agree? Do you think that this makeup is indeed mask proof? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. You guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all very, very soon for a new one. Bye!